Hello everyone, it's Brickmaster here, and I'm sorry I have not been uploading lately. I've been quite busy. So, today I have a very special LEGO set to review. This is the LEGO Life on Mars 7316 Excavation Searcher set from 2001. This set comes with 466 pieces and was rated for ages 8 to 12. So I don't know where my instruction booklet is and my mini catalog is, so I guess I'm going to have to do without those for this review. So, I'll show you the box first. Wait, I'll have to move the set out of the way. This is what the box looks like, the front. It's a little bit damaged, not in the best condition. I did not get it brand new at the store, so. And it is a 17-year-old set, almost 18 now. And this is what the back looks like. It leans over a little bit because it's a bit broken, and it shows you some of the features of the set. And it advertises their magazine, which was LEGO Mania magazine, I think, at that time. Yeah, it was. So, and on the top, it shows you the minifigures and the names of them. There's Vega, Canopus, and Pollux. I heard that all of the Life on Mars alien minifigures are named after actual celestial bodies and stuff like that. So, for example, there's I forgot his name. There's Centauri, who's named after, I think it's Jupiter's moon or Saturn's moon, Alpha Centauri. So, yeah. They did get those names from actual celestial bodies. But, okay, so next we'll go look at the minifigures. Of course, there's 3 of them that are included in the set. First one we'll look at is Vega, or Vega. This is what he looks like. He has the orange torso and the aquamarine turquoise head and arms. So that's what he looks like. He's probably the most common Life on Mars minifigure, and comes in quite a few sets. I think I have 3 of him. Here's the next minifigure. What's his name again? His name is Pollux, or Pollux. This is what he looks like. He has more of the old light gray torso and legs, along with the the light gray torso and the turquoise head and arms. So that's what he looks like. Looks quite good. He has his little breathing apparatus on his face. And the next one, here's Canopus. He has a little targeting scope on his eye, on his right eye, so only his left eye is visible. And he also has a little bit of a breathing apparatus, and he also has more of a sand-colored torso, along with the turquoise head and arms. So, yeah, all of the minifigures look quite good, and if you don't have Life on Mars, you cannot get those minifigures, or those kinds of legs and heads. But next we'll look at the first part of the build, which is the actual searcher. So this is what it looks like. It does have rubber bands here, which are supposed to grab something, but I don't want mine to break, so I took it off. But what it's basically supposed to do is supposed to hold one of the rocks, basically like that. But yeah, the rubber bands break because they're put on so that they're really stretched and basically pulled to their maximum limit. And if you do that for a while, it will snap. And there's already 2 rubber bands from this set that I broke, so I don't want to break any more. So that's what goes on here. It can also move. And here's this weapon, or some sort of sensor-ish right here. And it can also move like that. This front area here is the cockpit, which the windscreen moves down like so. And there's one little control panel right there for one of the minifigures to hold on to. And I'll put one of the minifigures in there. There are no stickers in the set, by the way, so everything you see here is printed, which is always very nice. Here is that little area where the rocks are hauled, are put when they're not being drilled open, because they have a little crystal inside, which I'll actually show you right now. Each rock has a different colored version of the crystal, so I guess I'll open up both of them. So this is what it looks like with both of them open. There's this little blue crystal in here that's kind of embedded into this orange rock, which is part of Mars' sand, I'm guessing. And this is a little red one, too. They're basically just cylinders, so nothing too strange, but the colors that they are not as common as you might think. So, these are covered up, and I'll put them back here. Another thing that's in this little section is that there's a little ship that's kind of attached underneath. This little printed piece that's also on the legs of the excavation searcher. And you could turn this around, and there's this little control panel that's right here. So what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to attach one of the Martians on there. Let's see if I have an easier time. I'll just attach one arm because it takes too much time. So this is what it will look like. And he kind of rests the tips of his toes right here. It's not the most secure thing in the world on Mars, but this is what it would look like. And he can basically just fly around like that. Another thing here at the back is that there's this crane that goes up there. And it can also turn around like that. And it also has a rubber band which you can open and close the little arms. And it's supposed to pick up those rocks like the other claw. And right here is another control panel, which is the same as the previous two I showed you. And what you can do is you can stand a figure right here, so he can be operating the crane's arm, like that, which is quite long. This is what it looks like at its full extent. So it's almost as long as the actual vehicle. So yeah, that's what that is. Another thing about this vehicle is that, like most life on Mars things, it can break up into a lot of different things. So I'll go ahead and show you like this. This is what you probably saw at the back of the box originally when I was showing it to you. So this is what it looks like. It basically is similar to the other two mechs or robots that are in two other Life on Mars sets, so that's what it looks like. Pretty good. And there's also this section at the back, which I didn't even change anything, and it still stands up by itself. That's because of these two legs are bent, so that's what it looks like. Pretty good, actually. Pretty good balance. And also, the last part of this you might think is a little strange, but I'll give you the reason why they included this. This is a little dock section for the excavation searcher, and what it's supposed to do, it's supposed to attach to the large Aero tube hanger, which is basically the biggest set from this. Are these two little holes right here, these pinholes, and they're supposed to attach into the Aero tube hanger. So while I'm speaking to you, I'm currently putting together the excavation searcher so I can show you what it looks like when it docks. So you have to lift this up and slide these two holes in. And yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks pretty good. At least it has somewhere to go. For most LEGO space sets, the base can't hold at least most of the vehicles, especially not the largest three. The Aero tube hanger cannot hold the smaller vehicles, so that's unfortunate. So this is what that looks like, and of course you can just have your little speeder there as well. So yeah, it's basically what this set is. I think it's very nice and not something that LEGO would create today. They would never create something like this. It's definitely not their kind of style for today, but I think it looks pretty good. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stick around for more Life on Mars reviews because they will be on the way. There's only 2 sets that I have that I haven't reviewed, and those are the Solar Explorer and the Aero tube hanger. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you all later. Bye.